So I chose to do a little how-to on scuba for my project. There are 3 parts to the scuba unit: the tank, the regulator, and the air cell. So this is the tank, off and on. At the surface, you have 14.7 pounds of pressure, the air pressure, and then this can hold up to 3,000 psi, or pressure per square inch. So this is, it's high pressurized. And then the second piece of equipment is, this is the regulator. So this is the first stage, which drops it down to about 130 psi of pressure. And then you have the second stage, which lowers it even more, this is what you breathe off of. This is, it's the mouthpiece and everything. This is the purge button, so that if your regulator drops out of your mouth, you put it back in your mouth and then press the purge, and it'll get all the water out of your regulator. This is the pressure gauge. It's showing 0 right now. And this is the inflator whip. You put this onto an inflator hose that fills up your air cell, which I'm going to talk about next, with air so that you can be more buoyant. There are several different pieces to the air cell, or well, the whole back plate in general. There's the air cell, the back plate, and then you have your straps. So these are D-rings. These are the straps that go over your chest. This is what these and the screws connect. No, these connect to these, which holds your tank on, and then these screws attach the back plate to the air cell, which holds that whole thing together. And then this is the inflator hose. You have 2 buttons. This one is for the pressurized, the air. That's what the inflator whip goes on to. And then this one is for either letting out all your air or manually inflating it, like so. That you can manually inflate that to let the air out. And then to put it together, you want to slip these over here, on top of here. Like so. And you want this to be just above here, so they're like the bottom of this and this are almost level. And then you're gonna take this, pull that in, keep that on nice and tight. And then you're going to take off the dust cap. That's what, when you're rinsing it off, you wanna have that in there because you don't want water going into your regulator, the hose or anything. So you're gonna put it like so. This, tighten it. You're going to put this is your octopus or your secondary regulator. You would use this in the event of your buddy running out of air. You would give it to them and then do a rescue, which would get to under the boat, bring them up, and then you can whatever from there. And then you want to put that in here, attach it to this D-ring, and then the inflator whip. This goes through all this where the inflator hoses here, and then through the D-ring to keep it close to your body as possible, so that you're not like trying to reach behind your tank to get your inflator when you surface. Nice and tight. This has a, it's really easy to do. All you gotta do is pull this back, like so. Pull this back, put it on there, like twist it a little, and it'll lock on. And then you have this, which clips on down here, like so. So you can see how that reads 0 right now. When you turn it on, you want to pull it backwards gently. I always double check this because I do not want to pop an O-ring. Like this. Slowly, nice and gently, till you can't turn it anymore. And you see how it's at 260 psi right now. 2,600, sorry. 2,600 psi. So, that. And then, as I said, the purge button is this right here on the back. If you're full of water. So SCUBA is an acronym. It stands for Self-Contained Underwater Breathing Apparatus, which is different from a SCBA unit, which is what firefighters use. It's lighter, not as big as the tank. They don't have any of this because they don't need to be buoyant, and that's a self-contained breathing apparatus. That's what they use to go into houses. So 3 things you want to keep track of while you're diving is your depth, your time, and your gas. Gas is how much is in your tank. Depth, how deep you are, and then time, how long you've been underwater. Depth and time you can measure with your dive watch, and then gas is with your pressure gauge. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So I don't know, wherever I am in the classroom, I'm probably going to be taking questions now. That's it.